Hello, friends. Myself and Wyatt are back to react to Mandalorian Season 3 official trailer. And I'm excited for Season 3.
I don't know what this vibe you're giving up is funny.
I thought
Josh
you
is
were
laughing. I don't know what's going on.
I honestly thought you were about to say, hello, friends and lovers.
What?
Okay,
No. We're going to react to Mandalorian
That's
Season
how
3.
we're opening every video from
No, we're not. Let's
Hello,
react
friends
to this.
and lovers.
Let's react to this. We'll give our honest thoughts, our honest reactions. Nobody's seen it yet. Stick around after we're done reacting for our thoughts, and let's enjoy this together.
Mm-hmm.
Our people are scattered, like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for?
The Skittles bag of Mandalorians right there.
I gotta say, they're already really heavily leaning into the. I think we've heard it like 3 times so far in what, 8 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Being a Mandalorian is not just learning about how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. That way, you'll never be lost.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
May the Force be with you!
She's back for
This
some
is the way.
reason.
There's something dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
Oh, wow.
Lightsabers.
Hang on, kid.
Cool.
This is the way.
Yeah. Doing Force things.
Okay. All right, so there's a lot in that.
There's a lot in
So
it.
we're getting a lot of Grogu backstory. We saw that little Jedi Knight moment, right, with the ensemble. What else did we see? We saw a lot of him in his new little spaceship shooting at hyperspace. You had called about seeing little in season 2, little Grogu peeking his head out, and we saw it at the end of the season. It seems like they're bringing that back a lot more. And you know, a lot of the internet's predictions, as well as yours, is he's got to go atone for his sins on Mandalore.
Yeah. I don't mind seeing Danny Glover. We've established that his character and the Mando character they cross paths.
Yeah.
That he's a connection, right? So that's cool. I don't know why we have to see the same 4 characters every season, like the frizzy-haired lady on Tatooine.
Who has the worst written lines of the whole
We don't
show.
need her.
We don't.
Why do you keep forcing this upon us? We don't want
no
it.
pun intended,
Stop.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, there was no pun intended. I don't hate her character. It's just an unnecessary character.
I feel like this is not season 3. This is either season 4 or, you know, like early 90s, they decided to do like 1.5 of things.
Mm-hmm.
Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett should have been like Mandalorian season 2.5 or something.
Yeah, because it had a bunch of Mandalorian stuff in there and Grogu stuff.
An equal amount of Mandalorian as there was Boba Fett.
Yeah, basically.
And you know, in some ways it was like a Mandalorian 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're gonna get a lot more. I mean, let's think back. Is there, like, if you were to miss Book of Boba Fett, do you think you could pick up in this show and be all caught up?
You'd miss Grogu's choice.
You'd miss
You'd
Grogu's
miss his
choice.
time with Luke. You miss everything Ahsoka says.
Did the speeder come in the Book of Boba Fett? Dang it, I forgot about that. I thought that was in season 2, but apparently not. No.
Yeah, so there's a lot in Book of Boba Fett that I'm guessing they're not going to explain because they want people to go watch Book of Boba Fett because it's a bad show. And what we know about Disney is that they will double down if it's bad. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, even they're putting what's this? I'm not gonna waste time looking for it. The little dude with glasses is in the sequel series.
Okay.
You saw when they shoot that guy and he lands. And you see those 2 little puppets.
Yeah.
It's in the sequel series in like the 3rd movie or something.
Okay.
It's like, you know, we have to keep the sequels involved in this too because it's all part of the recognized canon,
which it shouldn't be recognized, but I guess Disney spent too much money on it for it not to be recognized.
Is this show going to be good? I think is the question on everyone's mind. Now, before you answer, I'd like to preface this. There's a lot of people that don't like The Mandalorian, and that's okay.
Who are they?
They're people who don't care for Jon Favreau.
Okay.
Not Jon Favreau. Dave Filoni stuff.
Okay, but all right.
Listen.
Okay.
And that's okay. There's a percentage of people that enjoy Filoni and a percentage that don't. Most of those people are old. That's cool. And I respect that. I respect that opinion. I think Dave Filoni's brought a lot of interesting stuff to Star Wars.
Yeah.
That is good. But are we going to get the same kind of schlock that we've gotten with Boba Fett, with Kenobi, with parts of Mandalorian?
It's a wild card. I don't know what it is about Mando, but like everything involving Boba Fett was, for the most part, like cheesy in the Book of Boba Fett, right? But Mandalorian season 1 and 2 I thoroughly enjoyed. But the parts with Mando before he got with Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett I really enjoyed. And so it's like, although you got Jon Favreau and you got Dave Filoni who created this show and the Book of Boba Fett, it's like they do really good with Mandalorian and not so good with Boba Fett. So I honestly think season 3, if they just stay on the same trajectory that season 1 and 2 had, we'd be in a good place for the Mandalorian specifically. Yeah. I think there's something about, the Mando's character and Grogu and their dynamic and the adventures they have to go on is interesting,
Yeah.
And there's the Mandalore lore behind it.
I just I don't know. I'm hoping this is going to be good, but we've seen sort of the sliding with quality. It's almost like we need to go through the Disney checklist, or they make the idea, they make the story, and they start the show, and then there's the Disney checklist that everything has to filter through.
Yeah.
Right? And so then once it's all filtered, they pick up what's rest, they cobble it together, and they throw it out to the public.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not good.
No. I mean, not when you have to filter it through their checklist.
Right. And where's Gina Carano?
Honestly, I'm confused. I will say this. I think depending on how much enjoyment or how well or poor this season of Mandalorian is, it's going to be a good litmus test for how Ahsoka's going to be.
Yeah,
when we get into the Ahsoka show. And I'm still trying to figure out what happened with Andor, man. Like, why was that such a great just blip on the radar?
It was made before all this.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it was just an older production that just came out recently. Yeah. So either way, I want to know what you guys think. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. I'll interact with you there. And we appreciate you watching up to this point. If you would subscribe to the channel, like the video, we really appreciate you keeping up with us here, as well as on our podcast, Wiseworks Podcast. We love you. We hope you enjoy the next video that's going to be recommended to you right here.